Are y'all gonna sleep in your own beds tonight?
No.
When my husband and I were dating, I was very adamant that we were not going to allow our children to co-sleep with us. But then I had my children, and I really underestimated the love that I would have for them and how exhausting motherhood can be. A lot of times we try to find shortcuts to give us more rest, and co-sleeping is one of mine. I did make an honest effort to have my kids stay in their room when they were first born, and they did for a certain period of time. And then out of nowhere, everybody ended up in my bed. Starts with a cold, or a restless night, or monsters in the closet, and then it becomes a pattern. And you have these little critters coming into your room in the middle of the night, crying for you. Now, initially, you do try to put them back in their room, tell them it's going to be okay. But then there just gets that point where every night you're exhausted and you're like, screw it, come on, get on in here. And then they end up starting out in your room.
Are y'all gonna sleep in your own beds tonight?
No.
Because you're just too tired of getting up and putting them back, getting up and putting them back, checking the closet for monsters. And let's face it, it's pretty nice having my little baby boys next to me and being able to watch them sleep and give them snuggles and kiss them little baby feet. I love baby feet. I love it. What I don't love is the lack of space. Figuring out where I'm going to strategically place myself.
Where am I going to lay down? I think I see a spot right here that I can curl up in.
I have had a bloody nose from being headbutted in the face from my toddler. And for some reason, no matter how many times I pick them up and replace them throughout the night, they like to go perpendicular to me. So I end up at the foot of the bed sometimes, and then somehow they migrate to the foot of the bed with me. They always have to figure out a way to put a limb on top of me. Or to be grabbing me in some way, or laying over top of me. And it makes it pretty challenging because I've got a mom bladder, and I've got to get up at least 5-7 times in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. I'm joking. And then when I get back in the bed, I gotta figure out, where am I gonna lay? Where am I gonna move these people? I could probably try to sleep train, but it just seems like something's wrong when I hear them crying, and I feel guilty. And I just can't. I can't listen to kids crying and screaming. Sorry, I'm weak. I cannot sit there and know that my kids are screaming for me and not tend to them. I'm not knocking anybody that sleep trains. God bless you. I wish I had that willpower. But at the same time, I do really cherish these moments with my boys, and I enjoy being able to roll over and give them a snuggle and wake up in the middle of the night and see their sweet, peaceful faces. Because one day they're not going to want to sleep in my bed anymore. They're not going to want to be with mommy anymore. They're going to move on and possibly get married, live on their own, or they could be 40-year-old men trying to live in my basement. Either way, there's going to be a point where they grow up and they're not these sweet little babies that want to snuggle with me anymore. So I'm just going to cherish every moment that I have, despite the bruises on my head and bloody noses and lack of sleep. I'm just going to continue to snuggle my babies.
Little ones to him belong, where they are weak, but he is strong.